is now back.
Do you know what Wisconsin's official state fruit is? If you guessed cherry, you're wrong. Apple isn't the right answer either. But if you guessed cranberry, you get a gold star for the day. Wisconsin produces more of these tart and tangy berries than any other state in the U.S. And I'll bet you'll be surprised to learn that our great state grows more than half of the entire world's supply of cranberries. Pretty cool, huh? There are more than 160,000 acres of cranberry land in Wisconsin, but only 18,000 of those acres are actually used to grow cranberries. The rest contains natural and man-made wetlands and woodlands, as well as the cranberry marsh's water control system of reservoirs, dikes, ditches, and canals. This water is important for not only cranberry production, but for creating a natural wildlife habitat. Lots of people love these mouth-popping berries for their health benefits. Cranberries help your body get rid of bad bacteria. They help keep your teeth healthy, and they contain lots of vitamin C. But I like them because they taste so good. So how do cranberries get from the bogs or marshes they grow in to our kitchen? I'm here at Weatherby Cranberry in Warrens to find out. This is Damon Genevico, and he's going to be showing us around.
Hi, Sydney. Do you want to come look at our cranberry beds?
Definitely, let's go. The cranberry harvest season is a very busy time in Wisconsin. Damon told me there are 2 different ways to harvest cranberries, depending on how the berries are going to be used. Berries from this bed will be used as fresh fruit. Cranberries were originally picked by hand, the way strawberries are. Later, cranberry farmers used a contraption called a hand rake to harvest their berries.
This is the old style of hand raking.
Wow, this must have taken a really long time.
You want to try it?
Sure. Ooh, are we doing this right? Wow. You need a lot of strength to do that. Luckily, today's growers have a better way of harvesting their cranberries.
This is how we harvest today.
Wow, I'm sure this goes much faster than a hand rake, right?
A lot faster.
The cranberries in these flooded beds are harvested with a picking machine. These machines basically comb through the vines to pick and catch the berries, kind of like a hand rake, but on a much bigger scale. The cranberries are then lifted onto a conveyor and get dumped into floating bins next to the machine. Once all the bins are full, they are lifted out of the beds and the berries are gently emptied into a truck that will transport them to a warehouse, where they are dried and put into a cooler. Then the sorting process begins. So how do you know if a cranberry is good enough to be kept?
Well, you have to sort them. This machine sorts them 3 times. Once for color and twice for softness. And then you have to also hand sort them to make sure that they're perfect.
The sorting machine at Weatherby Cranberry is the latest technology. It uses lasers to pick out and discard the undesirable berries. Hand sorting is the final test the berries go through. Damon and I got to try our hand at sorting cranberries, which means we lightly rolled our hands over the berries as they passed by on the conveyor belt and pulled out any that were soft or light-colored. Up until recently, many cranberry growers used the bounce test to sort their berries. Good cranberries will bounce, so growers used a Bailey mill or a bounce machine to test for the best berries, which were the ones that would bounce all the way to the bottom. Once the berries are sorted, they are put into plastic bags, and the bags of berries are boxed up to be shipped off and sold in grocery stores. Thank you so much for showing me around your cranberry farm today, Damon. I learned a lot.
You're welcome. Please come back and visit us again.
I will. See ya.
Yep, bye.
That was amazing. I could have stayed there all day, but I have another cranberry marsh to check out. Russell Reason and Son Cranberry Marsh. These growers harvest their cranberries to make juice, sauce, and even dried berries. This is Amber Schultz, and she's going to be showing us around here today. Hi, Amber.
Hi, Sydney. Welcome to our cranberry marsh.
Thanks. I was just over at Weatherby Cranberry, where I found out that they harvest their cranberries to make fresh fruit. But I hear you harvest your berries in a whole different way.
Well, definitely. We're in the middle of our harvest right now.
How does the harvest process work?
Well, first off, we have to flood the beds. Once the beds are flooded, as you can see behind me, we have a harvest machine that comes around and actually knocks the berries off the vines. From there, the berries float to the surface of the water. Then from there, we corral them to one end of the bed, and then we push them up into this elevator, and from there, it goes into the back of a dump truck.
Cool.
After the berries are harvested, they are taken to plants across the state, where they're cleaned and used to make all kinds of products, like cranberry juice and cranberry sauce.
So, are the cranberries actually grown in the water?
Actually, the only time cranberries are in water is during harvest time. In the other seasons, they're actually grown in a damp, moist soil.
Cool.
So when the beds are flooded, if you notice, on the inside, they're actually hollow pockets.
And that's what makes them float?
Yep, exactly.
Cool.
Cranberry growers want their berries to float, to allow for easy picking. That's why they flood their beds before harvest.
Everybody should go check out a cranberry marsh during harvest time. There's really nothing else like it.
Check out our website to find cranberry-related events and attractions throughout our state. And don't go away. Up next, we're heading to a cool school that doesn't need a classroom for teaching.
Don't go away, there's more